More than 100 German employers have a presence in and around Pittsburgh, and at least 3 of them have their world headquarters here in Cologne, Germany. Bayer Corporation first put down roots in our region about 60 years ago. Since then, it's spun out both Covestro and Lanxess, which base their North American headquarters in Robinson Township. Lanxess headquarters tops the skyline here in Cologne at Lanxess Tower. You know, if anything, our region is more important to the company today than when it spun out of Bayer 13 years ago. And so is non-stop transatlantic air service.
We just closed an acquisition. We acquired Chemtura, US-based company. And so for that reason, Pittsburgh, as our United States headquarters, grew in importance. With that acquisition, we actually doubled our number of employees in the United States, and we also doubled our number of sites in the United States. So really the importance of Pittsburgh as the headquarters in the United States really grew for us.
So getting back and forth from Pittsburgh to Germany, has it been a bit of a challenge from
yes.
Cologne to Pittsburgh?
Oh yes, absolutely. So I'm personally very grateful that this opportunity now exists to come directly from Frankfurt to Pittsburgh. Personally, I live very close to Frankfurt, and getting directly to Pittsburgh is very important right now because we have the cooperation. We have to facilitate the cooperation between the new employees, our headquarters in Germany, and of course then Pittsburgh and the United States. And from Pittsburgh, of course, you get easily around in the United States as well.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Sure, you're going through all the issues around integrating what's primarily an American company now into Lanxess, right?
Yes. And it's very exciting to get these cultures together, the different cultures. And as you said already said, we run a global business now also from Pittsburgh. And so that's also for our employees in the United States very challenging now to get in contact with all the cultures in the world for the first time, to be able to run a global business from there. So they are all very excited about that.
It does sound like you're pretty excited about what this Chemtura acquisition means to Lanxess and where the company can go from here. Yeah?
Absolutely, and it's really a platform for growth for us. It was the first step. It was the largest acquisition in the history of Lanxess. And we are not going to stop there. So the United States is getting more and more important for us, and because its recovery in the chemical industry in recent years is obvious to everybody, and for us, so it's becoming more and more important.
Here at Covestro's corporate headquarters in Leverkusen, we're about as far from Cologne as downtown Pittsburgh is from Covestro's North American headquarters in Robinson Township. Yet the most important connection between Covestro Leverkusen and Covestro Pittsburgh is all about innovation. Herman Bach is Senior Vice President and Head of Innovation Management at Covestro. Hi, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Bill, and welcome to Leverkusen, to one of our major innovation centers.
Well, this is an impressive place, outside and inside. How many of these innovation centers do you have around the world?
We actually have 3, one in each major regions of the world.
Okay. And so where are they exactly?
One is in Pittsburgh for the North American region, close to our customers there, one over here in Germany for the European market, and one in Shanghai, China. And we want to have our innovation centers in our key markets to get the needs of the market and to innovate for our customers there. At the same time, Pittsburgh brings in all the new technology trends that can be used elsewhere in the world. So yes, Pittsburgh is one of our key innovation hubs.
So what kind of innovations are we talking about?
All the innovations we do touch people's life, and you find them in many applications that you know. For example, you see these 2 helmets, and you see the shields here. This is a police helmet, this is a bobsled helmet, and they're made out of our highly impact-resistant polycarbonate materials that will not break if something hits you. And for example, here you can see a charging station for an electric vehicle. And our materials are actually in the car to make it more lightweight, which saves fuel. And they're in the charging station that you need to power the electric vehicle.
You know, amazing technology happening, and there really is a lot of interplay among Pittsburgh and Leverkusen and Shanghai in terms of how these innovations come to market around the world?
Absolutely, there is a lot of interplay. We work in a global network in our 3 innovation hubs, and the ideas from one hub fuel the ideas of the next hub, and that's how we leverage our global network.
Well, you can practically innovate around the clock, around the world, the way you're set up.
And we do innovate around the clock, around the world. And we bring people from Pittsburgh to Leverkusen to Shanghai and the other way around. And it's a big global innovation community.
So that gets us to the reason why we're here in Germany, talking about air service. I take it better transatlantic service would mean a lot to a company like Covestro.
It means a lot to us. Despite all the modern technology in video conferencing, innovation and business is done amongst people. And so we need an opportunity to meet, and air travel to Pittsburgh is important to us.
Carmen Bach from Covestro, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Bill.
Condor's new nonstop to Pittsburgh was cause for celebration at Reed Smith's brand new offices in Frankfurt. From its birthplace in Pittsburgh, it's grown to be one of the largest law firms in the world.
After a while they knew if you want to have a global integrated service, you also need people working directly in Frankfurt. So basically this was the case when they were deciding to open an office here. It took a while, and in 2015 we opened it.
So now with a presence growing here in Frankfurt, having a better connection to Pittsburgh must be helpful.
Absolutely. No more connecting flights from Chicago or Washington. Direct flight from Frankfurt to Pittsburgh is fantastic.
All the German companies, including mid-sized companies, are all international. So in the meantime, for a long time, they're used to do international business within the EU. They're used to doing different languages, currencies. They have that, which put them in a strong position as the time of globalization started. And now, of course, it's in full swing. So there's quite a bit. There are over 70 companies, German companies in Pittsburgh. So there's quite a bit of exchange from Pittsburgh to Germany, back and forth.
But it's those German companies with a strong Pittsburgh connection that are hoping that Condor's 2-day-a-week seasonal service will signal that there is a market in our region for better connections to Germany. Chris Martin's with Bosch in Pittsburgh, but more importantly, you were on the last flight out of Pittsburgh when we had transatlantic service before?
I was, yes, and it feels just like a lifetime ago, and we've really come a long way in these 13 years.
What does it mean to you and a company like Bosch to have this connection restored?
Both personally and professionally, it's really huge. I mean, to be able to have our executives and our coworkers make it that much easier for them to join us for events on short notice and everything, it really, I think, will drive a lot of investment from our company and for the region.
Our region has built a robust economic connection to Germany over the past 60 years or so, but we are far from the only region in the United States seeking German investment. Next up, we're off to Dusseldorf for the annual German-American Business Forum. Our region's business will return from Germany right after this.